What is up, guys? Welcome back to the vlog. So a couple videos ago I talked about weight loss and fat loss and how to find how many calories you need a day to stay the same, to gain weight, to lose weight, all using MyFitnessPal. Well, today we're going to dive a little bit deeper into the caloric aspect of things, and we're going to talk about what macronutrients are. So yes, I'm sure some of you out there have heard the term macronutrient or even just nutrients, and have kind of wondered, what is that? What is a macronutrient? I know what calories are. I've reached a point where I know how to count calories, but I keep hearing people saying, oh, you gotta track your macros, or I could eat this if it fits my macros, or hey, you want to eat this? Oh bro, I don't know, how many macros does it have in it? Well, today you're gonna find out. So first things first, what is a macronutrient? So essentially, there are two types of nutrients. There are macronutrients and micronutrients. So macronutrients are nutrients that your body needs in large amounts, and micronutrients are nutrients that your body needs in smaller amounts. And that's it. It's really that simple. We're done. I'll see you guys. I'm just kidding. But for real though, so macronutrients are three things, which I'm sure all of you guys have heard these three things. Carbs, fats, protein. So that's it. There are three macronutrients: the carbs, the fats, and the proteins. So essentially, when people are saying I am counting my macros or I am tracking my macros, all it means is that instead of counting their calories, or they might be doing both, they're counting their calories and they're counting how much fat they have in a day, how many carbs they have in a day, and how much protein they have in a day. And yeah, I know, whoa, that seems like a lot of work, and it is at first, but everything gets easier with time, and everything gets easier the more you practice it. So let's learn a little bit more about these macronutrients. Macronutrient number one, carbohydrates. Now I know you hear a lot of people saying, oh bruh, I'm on a low carb diet, or I'm carb cycling, or I'm cutting the carbs out of my diet. And that's, carbs are kind of made out to seem like a bad thing, but it all depends on moderation, the type of carbohydrates you're eating, and that's what we're gonna get into right now. So there are two types of carbohydrates. There are what people call simple carbohydrates, or the bad carbohydrates, and complex carbohydrates, the good carbohydrates. So simple carbohydrates are things such as white bread, candy, things with corn syrup in it, all the things that are deemed, bad. Those are simple carbohydrates. And complex carbs are things that you might find in fruits, vegetables, sweet potato, oatmeal, things that would usually have a lot of fiber in them. So which ones are better? Essentially, you want to aim to get the complex carbohydrates in, because those will provide you with more energy, more fiber, but that doesn't necessarily mean to completely avoid the simple carbohydrates, because everyone likes bread, everyone likes junk food once in a while, and that's okay. Just make sure that a majority of your carbohydrates are coming in the form of complex carbs, and you will be a-okay, I promise. So what are the benefits of carbohydrates? Why is carbohydrates a macronutrient? Carbohydrates give us the fuel that we need to power through our workouts. They'll help you improve your digestive system. They'll keep you regular. I mean, not all carbohydrates, the complex ones, a lot of fiber, they're gonna help, keep all that stuff coming through, because you don't want that stuff sticking. You don't want that stuff staying in there, because that's no good, because then one, your weightings are gonna be messed up. Two, your exercises are not gonna be comfortable because you're there all bloated all day. So carbs are gonna help you kind of stay regular, because all the fiber. So definitely when you're looking for carbs to buy, look for the ones that are higher in fiber. And carbs are also essential for kind of helping your body recover, because when you exercise, when you lift weights, when you go running, when you really do any type of physical activity, your body is going to deplete its glycogen stores, and carbohydrates are perfect for restoring those glycogen stores. So carbs, in a sense, are a necessity. All three of these macronutrients are a necessity. You hear a lot of people saying, no, I'm gonna cut fat out, I'm gonna cut carbs out. You should not do that, and if you do that, don't do it for a long period of time, because there will be negative side effects. Macronutrient number two, Proteins. Now I bet some of you all are excited like, oh bro, I know what this one is. Protein is what I do all day. 5 shakes a day, baby. 5 shakes a day. You're gonna find an abundance of protein in things such as chicken, beef, fish, some vegetables, beans, lentils, and of course, your protein shakes. Protein is one of the biggest factors in strengthening and repairing a lot of the structures of the body, the muscle, the hair, the skin. It's responsible for repairing all of those things and making them stronger. Protein is also essential for helping balance and stabilize your pH levels. And I know what you're saying. Whoa, bro, but I got my pH water. I'm fine. No. You gotta get protein. So the way that protein does this is that when your blood gets a little too acidic, side protein chains will grab hydrogen ions and put them in your bloodstream so you can be equalized. And that's what you want. That is what you want. So another thing that proteins do that's beneficial, aesthetically, is that it pulls water into the capillaries in your body, so all the water is kind of dispersed evenly, so not all of it is going into your body tissue, which means 1, no bloating, and 2, no puffy face. And who wants a puffy face, Who wants that? I don't want that. Macronutrient number 3, the final macronutrient, fat. Now this macronutrient, it's pretty controversial because people are like, whoa, fat isn't good. You don't want fat in your diet. Fat is bad. Fat makes you fat. Duh, everybody knows that. Really? So there are 4 different types of fat. There is trans fat and saturated fat, which is what you're gonna find in your junk food, your processed foods, and all the bad foods that nobody should be eating. And then there is polysaturated and monosaturated fat. And these are the fats that you're gonna find in your nuts, your olive oils, your avocados, your guacamole. And these are what people call the good fats. Now, just like with carbohydrates, should you have one over the other? Not necessarily. You should have a lot of good fats, yeah, but it is okay to have a lot of the bad fats because everybody likes their slice of pizza. Everybody likes their French fries. Everybody deserves a little bit of the bad stuff here and there. It's not gonna hurt, it's not gonna kill you. So the same rule kind of applies with carbohydrates. Make sure a majority of your fat is good, but it's okay to sneak in a little bit of that saturated and trans fat. I'm not gonna tell anybody, so do what you gotta do. All right, now I bet some of you are wondering, what's fat good for? How can it help my body rather than make me fat? Let me tell you, fat is gonna contribute a lot to healthy hair, healthy skin, healthy nails, just healthy bodily tissues overall, because you gotta get those omega-3s, those omega-6s, and those are all gonna help make those things better. It's gonna help rebuild what needs to be rebuilt. It's gonna help maintain the strength of your strong skin and strong hair. And you're gonna be looking fire, because why? You are incorporating fat into your diet. Also, having a decent amount of fat in the body is going to help your body better absorb fat-soluble vitamins. Those vitamins include, A, D, K, E, and those are all vitamins that you're going to want to need for your body to grow, your body to repair itself, and your body just to kind of do whatever it needs to do to get through the day, You want to be able to move fine, you want to be able to walk fine, talk fine, everything. And this is going to help you absorb those vitamins that you need to do those things. That's what fat does. And one of the best benefits of fat being incorporated into your diet, especially for us people who like to lift heavy things and put them back down on the floor and lift them back up in the air, is that it helps reduce inflammation in the joints. A lot of people will know that when they're cutting or when they're not bulking anymore, a lot of people will kind of lower the weight and not try to be hitting, PRs every day, because they know, I have less fat in my diet. I don't have everything that I need to lift as much as I need to lift. So either one, they're gonna try to lift heavy, and then their elbows are gonna be giving them pain every single day of their lives. They're gonna be squatting, their knees are gonna be popping, it's gonna hurt a lot. Or 2, they lower the weight, maybe put more reps on that bad boy, and they feel better. So that's why fat is a necessity. That's why you cannot be on a diet that has low fat for a very long time, because you're gonna see all the negative side effects, and then you're gonna be like, oh man, that dude on YouTube who has 27 subscribers was right. So I know some of you are wondering, how do I track the fat? How do I track the carbs? How do I track the protein? How do I track macronutrients? I know what it is now, I know what they do, But how do I track them? Well, it's actually not too difficult. So we're gonna start with carbohydrates. So 1 gram of carbohydrates is equivalent to 4, count them, 4 calories. So that means if you have a protein bar that has 20 grams of carb, how many calories is it gonna have? Right, it's gonna have 80 calories. All right, so now we're gonna move on to proteins. So for 1 gram of protein, you are also going to get 4 calories. So if you have something that has 50 grams of protein, how many calories do you have? Right, you have 200 calories. So now we're gonna move on to fat. Now fat, it's a little more dense, a little bit more thick with a double C. A gram of fat has 9 calories, which isn't too much. It's only 5 more calories than the other 2 macronutrients, which means the math gets a little harder here. That means if you have something that has 8 grams of fat, how many calories do you have? Right, you have 72 calories. See, it's not too bad. So now I bet you're wondering, all right, what do I use to track my macros? How do I do that? Once again, I definitely recommend you guys use MyFitnessPal, which is today's video spot. No, I'm just kidding, I wish. Like I said a couple of videos ago, MyFitnessPal is gonna help you guys. You know, you're gonna be able to put in the calories that you want per day to eat. I told you guys you can find, you know, foods that have, you know, barcodes on them that you can scan, and it'll tell you how many calories. But what I didn't tell you is that it'll also tell you how much fat, how much carbs, and how much protein that food that you scanned has. So you're gonna have your calories that you inputted into your MyFitnessPal, and then it's gonna give you the option to split up those calories into percentages, 3 percentages. So you're gonna have the percentage of fats, percentage of carbs, and percentage of proteins that you're gonna wanna eat per day. It's gonna let you kind of mess with it. You know, you can do 30 this, 40% this, 50% this. So you have your calories, and then you're gonna divide them into 3 percentages that equal 100% of those calories. You can have 50% carbs, you can have like 30% protein and 20% fats. You could rearrange it however way you want to. But at the end of the day, all that matters is that hit your goals, hit your calories if you're into that, hit your macros if you're into that, and then you're set. Now if you'd like me to make a video on how to help you guys find your specific macronutrient ratio, definitely give this video a thumbs up, hit the subscribe button, and then type away on the comments, hey, can you make a video about this? And I'll do my best to do that. But this video has come to an end, so I hope that I helped you guys in some way understand what macronutrients are. I really hope that for some of you I really touched upon the things that you maybe had questions about, or you know, maybe you didn't understand. And I hope I've kind of opened up a new doorway of knowledge for some of you who really had no idea about what macronutrients are, but you keep hearing all, you know, the bros at the gym saying, bro, how many macros does that protein shake have, bruh? So, you know, if you have any questions, please feel free to, you know, leave me a comment at the bottom or email me. I'll leave my email link down in the description below. So good luck tracking your macros, good luck reaching your goals, and I'm sorry I've been chewing this piece of gum all the video. I didn't even notice until right now. How rude of me. But anyways, I hope you guys don't mind. I hope it doesn't make me get a dislike. Have a good day.
Can't breathe when I'm close to you.